How does the epoxy waterfall table's overall aesthetic contribute to its visual impact? And more importantly, does it evoke a specific mood or theme? If so, how effectively is this conveyed? By the end of this video, you will understand the design elements that make an epoxy waterfall table stand out and also how these choices impact the emotions and atmosphere it creates. So, if you are a fan of a beautifully designed furniture or just curious about the process, stick around. The materials used in an epoxy waterfall table play a huge role in defining its aesthetic. Let's break this down into the two main components, wood and epoxy resin. One of the key elements that immediately stands out in any waterfall table is the wood. Choosing the right type of wood is essential in creating the desired mood or theme. For instance, using a live edge slab of wood gives the table a raw organic feel. The live edge refers to the natural edge of the wood, complete with its imperfections like knots, cracks, and undulating grain. This gives the table a direct connection to nature, creating an aesthetic that feels grounded and rustic. Different woods offer different vibes. A rich dark walnut might evoke a sense of warmth and sophistication, while a lighter maple or oak could make the table feel more modern and airy. The grain of the wood also adds texture and visual interest, with each slab offering a unique pattern that can either contrast or complement the epoxy. Epoxy resin is the next major player in the table design. The resin is often used to fill in cracks or gaps in the wood, or it can even form large sections of the table. The versatility of epoxy allows for a wide range of aesthetic effects. Clear epoxy can give the illusion of glass, letting the natural beauty of the wood shine through, while tinted or colored epoxy can make a bold artistic statement. For example, a deep blue epoxy might evoke the feeling of a river running through the wood, adding a sense of calm and tranquility. On the other hand, a metallic or pearl-scent epoxy can give the piece a futuristic, almost industrial feel, which dramatically changes the table's overall mood. The defining feature of any epoxy waterfall table is, of course, the waterfall edge. This design element occurs when the wood flows seamlessly from the tabletop down the side of the leg, mimicking the continuous flow of water over a ledge. One of the biggest aesthetic challenges and triumph of a waterfall table is achieving a seamless transition between the tabletop and the waterfall leg. This is usually done by carefully cutting the wood and aligning the grain patterns so that they flow naturally over the edge, giving the illusion that the wood is bending without interruption. When this is done well, it contributes to the visual impact by enhancing the table's sense of continuity and balance. The flowing nature of the waterfall design invites the eye to travel from the top of the table down to the floor, creating a visual experience that feels smooth and effortless. It is this fluidity that often makes the waterfall table feel so dynamic and engaging, as if the materials themselves are alive and in motion. The waterfall design element instantly draws attention, setting this type of table apart from more traditional designs. It creates a sense of movement and flow that can evoke different emotions depending on the materials used and how they are executed. For example, a clear epoxy waterfall edge can enhance the sense of continuity, making a table look almost ethereal, like a solid piece of water frozen in time. In contrast, a colored epoxy edge could evoke feelings of boldness and creativity, making the table a statement piece in any room. Let's now explore how the epoxy waterfall table evokes different moods or themes based on its design. One of the most common themes for an epoxy waterfall table is a connection to nature. The use of natural wood, especially with a live edge, often evokes a sense of tranquility and grounding. Combining this with clear or blue tinted epoxy can create a theme that reflects rivers, streams, or lakes. A table becomes a representation of natural beauty, capturing the raw organic essence of the wood while adding a serene, almost meditative quality through the epoxy. This theme can be particularly effective in spaces designed for relaxation, like living rooms or reading nooks, where the calming aesthetic of the table can enhance the overall ambience. Alternatively, the Epoxy Waterfall table can take on a more modern minimalist aesthetic by using a clean-cut wood slab with straight edges and pairing it with clear or black epoxy. The table can evoke a sleek, sophisticated feel. This minimalist approach highlights the materials in their purest form without embellishment or excessive detail, allowing the craftsmanship to speak for itself. The modern aesthetic often works best in open, minimalist spaces where the table can act as a focal point without overwhelming the room's design. Its simplicity becomes a strength, creating an elegant yet powerful visual impact. For those looking to push the boundaries, the epoxy waterfall table can also take on an artistic avant-garde quality. Using vibrant colors or metallic epoxy can turn the table into a piece of functional art, where the focus is on creativity and expression rather than subtlety. These tables often evoke a sense of boldness and individuality, making them perfect for art galleries, modern lofts, or any space where creativity is at the forefront. In these designs, it's a conversation starter. The bold contrast between the wood and epoxy can evoke feelings of excitement and innovation, making it a central piece in any room. Now that we've explored the different moods and themes an epoxy waterfall table can evoke, let's look at how effectively the table conveys these ideas. The key to successfully conveying a specific mood or theme lies in the balance between the materials. If the goal is to evoke nature and tranquility, the wood and epoxy must complement each other harmoniously. Too much epoxy might overpower the natural beauty of the wood, while an overly dominant wood grain could detract from the fluidity of the epoxy. Striking the right balance is essential for the table to feel cohesive and purposeful. The craftsmanship behind the table also plays a huge role in how effectively it conveys its intended aesthetic. The smoother the transition between the tabletop and waterfall leg, the more seamless the design feels and the more likely it is to evoke the desired mood. Any rough edges, misalignments, or imperfections can disrupt the visual flow, making the table feel disjointed. For instance, in a table aiming to evoke a sense of calm and fluidity, any abrupt changes in the wood grain or epoxy pattern can create a jarring experience for the viewer, disrupting the intended mood. Attention to detail is crucial in ensuring the table feels harmonious and balanced. To maximize the visual impact and mood of an epoxy waterfall table, lighting and placement play a crucial role. Natural lighting works wonders for highlighting the beauty of epoxy resin, especially if the resin is clear or lightly tinted. As light passes through the epoxy, it creates a glowing effect that enhances the table's sense of fluidity and transparency. The wood grain also becomes more pronounced in natural light, adding depth and texture to the piece. For more artistic or modern theme tables, accent lighting can amplify the visual impact of the epoxy. Whether it's LED strip light placed underneath the table or spotlight aimed at the waterfall edge, the right lighting can make the epoxy appear to glow, turning the table into an even more striking focal point. If you are thinking about creating or purchasing an epoxy waterfall table, remember it's not just about the table, it's about the emotions, themes, and mood it conveys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful.